Hello everyone, today our topic is all about Lesson 6, Elements and Principles of Art. Our focus is on the learning outcomes. First, we'll look at the elements of visual and auditory art, the building blocks of art. Next, the principle of art, the rules that guide artistic composition. Then we'll explore interrelatedness, how elements and principles work together. We'll also discuss the relevance of studying art and artworks. And finally, hybrid art, blended art forms that showcase creativity. Now, let's move on to the next slide, which discusses the elements of art visual. These slides explain that these are the fundamental building blocks of any artwork, something that is inherent in its nature. These elements are created when a technique is applied to the medium. The first element we'll focus on is line. A line can be described as a point moving along an identified path with aspects like length, direction, and width. Lines help define the parameters or major parts of our composition. There are different types of lines, horizontal and vertical lines, which convey rest, calmness, and stability. Diagonal and crooked lines, which suggest movement, instability, or conflict. Curved lines, which evoke softness, grace, flexibility, and sensuality. For example, imagine a landscape painting where a horizontal line represents the horizon, conveying calmness, and curved lines depict flowing rivers or soft hills, adding a sense of grace to the scene. We've just talked about line, which is one of the most basic elements of art. Now, lines actually help us create the next element, which is shape and form. Shape is two-dimensional. It only has height and width. For example, when we use lines to close off an area, we create shapes like circles, square, or triangles. Form, on the other hand, is three-dimensional. It includes not just height and width, but also depth. Forms are what make objects look solid and realistic, like a cube, a sphere, or a sculpture. There are two main categories of shape: geometric shape, which are precise and mathematical, like squares, circles, and cubes. Organic shape, which are more natural and irregular, like leaves, rocks, or clouds. So while line gives us direction and outlines, shape and form give us structure and volume. They are the building blocks that help bring art to life.
Continue next space. Space is refers to the area within or between objects in a composition. Positive and negative. Positive space is the main subject or object in the artwork. Negative space is the empty or background area around the subject. Three-dimensional space. Although most artworks are two-dimensional surface, artists can create with illusion of 3D by using shading, perspective, size variation, and overlapping. Next, color. Color is a property of light that makes object more appealing and expressive. Hue. The name of the colors such as red, blue, or green. Primary colors red, yellow, blue. These are the base colors that cannot be created by mixing other colors. Secondary colors green, orange, and violet. These are formed by mixing two primary colors. Tertiary colors made by mixing a primary color with a secondary color red, orange, blue, green. Value refers to how light or dark a color is. Light colors such as brightness are unlike a source of light. Dark colors such as shadow or the absence of light. Intensity refers to the brightness or dullness of a color. Bright, warm colors like red, orange, yellow create feelings of energy, warmth, and positivity. Dull, cold colors like blue, green, violet give a calm, serious, or relaxed expression. Lastly, Textures. Textures is refers to the surface quality of an object which we can experience through touch and sight. Two-dimensional or implied textures. This is when an artist creates the illusion of textures or a flat surface using techniques like shading, lines, or patterns. For example, a drawing can look rough, smooth, or soft, or hard even though the surface is still flat. Surface textures or actual textures. This is the real physical textures that can be touched.
So, good day everyone. I'm Mylene Isagaan and my assigned topic for this afternoon is all about planes and perspective. So, planes and perspective are the techniques used to create illusions of depth and space in two-dimensional art, specifically in paintings, drawings, and illustrations. So, planes refers to a flat surface within a three-dimensional object, a distinct flat surface within a painting, or the flat surface like canvas or paper on which an object created. And there are two types of planes, which is picture plane and ground plane. So, picture plane is the flat surface of the painting with no illusion of depth, or it is the two-dimensional flat surface of the artwork, like canvas, paper, wood panel, where the image is created. So it is the actual surface of the painting or drawing where no illusion of a third dimension exists. And ground plane is a theoretical horizontal plane making the image seem real and three-dimensional. Or it is the imaginary horizontal surface on which objects in a scene appear to rest, extending from the viewer's eye level or the horizon back into the picture. And next is perspective. So perspective is an illusion using converging lines and vanishing points to affect object size and distance. Or perspective refers to both the techniques artists use to create illusions of depth on a two-dimensional surface and the different viewpoint or interpretations through which art can be understood. And also, there are three types of perspective. So, first is one-point perspective. So, one-point perspective is a drawing technique used to create the illusion of depth on a flat surface by having parallel lines that recede the viewer converge at a single vanishing point on the horizon line. And second is the two-point perspective. It is an art and drawing technique also that creates a sense of three-dimensional space on a flat surface by using two vanishing points on the horizon line to which parallel lines recede. And last is three-point perspective. So it is a drawing technique using three vanishing points to create a powerful sense of depth and realism, specifically when depicting scenes with dull objects or extreme viewing angles.
Now let's proceed to the principle of art. Number 1, balance. Balance in art and design is the way visual elements are arranged to create a sense of stability and harmony in a composition. There are three types of balance. So first is symmetrical. Symmetrical balance is an elements are evenly arranged on both sides like a mirror image giving a formal and orderly feel. The second is asymmetrical balance. Elements are unevenly arranged but still create a sense of visual stability, often appearing more dynamic and interesting. And the last is radial balance. Elements are arranged around a central point, radiating outward, creating movement and focus. to scale and proportion. Scale and proportion refers to the size and relationship between objects within an artwork. There are also three types of scale and proportion. So first is natural. Objects are shown in realistic life like size. Example, a person is taller than a chair. The second is exaggerated. Size are distorted to emphasize importance or create dramatic effect. And the last is idealized. Size and proportion are adjusted to represent perfection or beauty according to cultural or artistic standards.
Everyone, my name is Bernadette Beabing. My topic is emphasis contract. Emphasis it makes one a part of the design stand out as the focal points. Example, a bold read light title in the poster emphasizes that message. How size scholarship or placement is used to highlight it. Number two, construct the use of the difference to create visual interest point opposite light versus dark, big versus small, smooth versus round. Example, black text on the white background is high contrast and easy to read. How contrast makes the artwork less boring and more dynamic. Number three, unity, the sense that all parts of the design belong together. Example, with shape that use the same font and colors some throughout show unity. How repetition or harmony makes the thread design feel complete. Number four, variety, the use of different elements to add interest and avoid monotony. Example, mural with many different colors and patterns create variety. What variety works best when balanced with unity?
Harmony. Harmony is the pleasing arrangement and combination of different elements that work together to create balance, unity, and a sense of completeness. Movement. Movement is the change of position or location of an object or body over time. Good day everyone. So, rhythm. Rhythm is the regular or ordered flow of movements, sounds, or visual elements that create a sense of beat or pace. Repetition and pattern. Repetition means doing or showing something again and again, while pattern is the organized result of that repetition. In music, repeating beats makes rhythm clear, and in art, repeating shapes or colors creates design and unity. Patterns can also be seen in daily life and nature, such as in tiles, stripes on animals, or the cycle of seasons. Together, repetition and pattern bring order, balance, and beauty.
Elements of art auditory. Music as an auditory art form has its own unique elements that organize sound in time. So the first element is rhythm. Situates music and time includes beat, meter, and tempo. So, rhythm is how music is organized in time, including the beat, tempo, and meter. Tempo can steady or change with terms like acelerando, speeding up, or ralentando, slowing down. So, the next element is dynamics, loudness or quietness of music. Dynamics refers to how loud or soft the music is. Key terms include piano, soft, forte, loud, crescendo, getting louder, and discrescendo, getting softer. So the third element is melody, linear presentation of pitch, highness or lowness of sound. Melody is the main tune of a song, a sequence of pitches that is often the most memorable part of a piece. So the next one is harmony, vertical combination of pitches to form chords. Harmony when multiple notes are played simultaneously forming chords that support the melody. Consonance creates a pleasant sound while dissonance creates tension. So the fifth element is timbre. The color of music distinguishes voices or instruments. Timbre or tone color is the unique quality of a sound that distinguishes one instrument or voice from another. Example, a flute and a violin playing the same note will have different timbre. So the last element is texture. Number of melodies layers as their relatedness. Texture described how different musical lines are combined. Monophonic texture has a single melody line, homophonic texture features one main melody, and polyphonic texture has two or more independent melodies playing at the same time. Combined and hybrid art. Combined art forms where two or more styles are combined. Dance, theater, installation art, and film encourages improvisation and fusion of influences. So, combined art blends two or more traditional art forms to create a single piece like performance. It often involves a mix of what can be seen and heard, and it exists in both space and time. Example include theater, which combines acting, music, and scenery, and musical theater, which adds singing and dance. Hybrid art emerges from science and technology, robotics, AI, biotech, and digital art. Disrupts norms, expands imagination, and explores new possibilities. So, hybrid art is a modern form that merges art with science and technologies. Artists in this field use new technologies like AI, robotics, and biotechnology to push creative boundaries. Example, bioart using living organisms and AI art using artificial intelligence to generate works.
Thank you for watching, and we hope that you learned something from our topic today. God bless us all and have a good day.